I'll get the bidding underway in a short moment's time. That's what you've come here to see. Some excitement, some bidding and a sale. But firstly, by law, I am required to advise you of the following. And that is that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price, and as the auctioneer, I will indicate bidders upon request. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits major disruptions. The law prohibits false bids, and the words I will use during the auction, to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are a vendor bid, and by law, only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. An important announcement, ladies and gentlemen, also in regards to late bidding. If you bid after I've announced the property is sold and the contract has hit my hand here this morning, I am not allowed to accept or take that bid and will not be taking it. That is law here in Victoria. So if you've got an interest, you've come here to buy here this morning, make yourself known to me, scream your bid out, shout it out, wave your hand, whatever you need to do. Make sure you get your bid in while the auction is in play. That's very important. Vendor's statement or section 32 is next. I don't intend to go through its entirety as it has been on display for some time. A couple of familiar faces in the crowd. I know you've read through it and asked questions during the week. I will, however, highlight the title that you've come along to put your name onto and compete for here this morning. And that's listed as Lot 4 on the plan of subdivision 442885N, volume number 10671, folio number 797. Sounds like a lot of numbers, and it is. That's how the titles office have it recorded. You and I, of course, know it as number 4 Deakin Court here in Warragul. The price is what we'll establish here this morning, and that's why we've gathered here. Thank you for coming. As I said before, deposit is 10%. Required on the signing of the contract here this morning, having the balance payable and falling due in 60 days. Are there any questions about the documentation or formalities, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, Mr. Auctioneer, this property's been on the market since the 11th of April and I'm yet to see the statement of information. Do you have one available?
I do, yes, absolutely. Apologies for that. My assistant here, Erin, will assist you and provide you the statement of information. Thank you very much for your question.
Thanks.
Anything else?
Yes, Mr. Auctioneer, if I'm the successful bidder today, could I please make my contract subject to a building inspection?
Madam, we are selling under auction terms and conditions today, so it's an unconditional sale that we do represent, so unfortunately you don't have that ability. I trust you've done your due diligence before today though, and good luck with you. Thank you very much. Any other questions before we start? Should think not. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to take a brief moment's time to talk about both the location and the home that we're offering, and proud to offer you here this morning. The home itself, as you can see, sits behind me, sits proudly, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a double garage, 1,010 square metres of land, tucked up beautifully in the nice little cul-de-sac. They're all the things you would have noticed walking through, ladies and gentlemen. Porter Davis built the home approximately 8 years ago, very well built. They're the obvious things. There's a couple of things you may not have noticed walking through, ladies and gentlemen, both about the property and the area, if you're new to the area. The ability to jump in your golf buggy and zip round the corner and be directly on the golf course within just under a minute, ladies and gentlemen, is exceptional. It's something our vendor has enjoyed very much. Using the back entertaining and alfresco area via the bifold doors on a warm summer's day, entertaining family is also something that they've enjoyed over their time in the property, as they have the dual living zones, the teenagers retreat upstairs, mum and dad been able to escape downstairs after a long day. Good to have that family time, but also good to have a bit of separation at the end of the day. They're the 3 main things my vendor commented on before walking out here to meet with you this morning. They've really enjoyed and loved this home, and I'm sure your family will too. The location, you probably know all about it, but I'll just cap it off. It is exceptional. 2.7 kilometres to the CBD of Warragul, 3.1 kilometres to the train station, St Paul's Anglican Grammar around the corner, St Joseph's Primary School around the corner as well. The golf course, as I mentioned, just under a kilometre away in walking distance. The newly refurbished country club is there for dining and all the other delights, ladies and gentlemen. It is a wonderfully convenient opportunity presenting you here this morning, but in order to make it all work, ladies and gentlemen, you haven't come here to see me this morning. If you have, thank you very much, but you've come here to bid. You've come here to buy a family home, and make it yours. Who'd like to start me off? Fair and reasonable bid then for number 4 Deacon Court in Warwick. We'll start me where you will.
I'll give you 900.
900, thank you very much, sir. 900, I did say start me anywhere at all, thank you. What I'll do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'll place a vendor bid just to get us a little bit closer to our quoting range and our price here this morning. So at 900,000, I'll do a vendor bid at $950,000. Call you back in for 10, sir, if you like. At 950, vendor bid on behalf of the vendor, ladies and gentlemen, at $950,000. Looking for a $10,000 rise now. At 950,000, bid with the vendor at $950,000. Vendor bid.
I'll give you 20.
20, thank you very much. 70 now and 90 back if you like, sir, my original bidder. At 70 bid here on the left. At $970,000, 90 if you like, a wink or a nod's good enough for me. At $970,000, 90 if you
I'll
like.
give you 5,000.
5, we're in 20s at the moment. Can I meet you in the middle at 10 perhaps? You sure? Okay, $970,000, call it 3 times. First call at $970,000. Second call at $970,000. Third and final call. Are you all out and silent and done? Is there no further bidding?
5.
5, thank you, madam. At 975, 80 if you like. At 80 or a million would be a good up bid if I can suggest. At 975.
5.
At 975, 80, thank you. At 980 bid. At 980,000 bid left. Looking for a bid on the right. We're against you, sir, my original bidder at 980,000 bid left now. Make it 5.
2.5.
2.5. Make it 5 for me. You make it 5 for me. Take your 2.5 then, thank you. 982.5 bid on the right. At 982.5. At 982.5, make it 5.
Mr. Auctioneer, can you just identify where that last bid came from?
Sure. Bid here, sir. Yeah, bid on the on my right, slightly to your left. $982,500. Thank you. At 982.5, make it 5 for me.
5.
Thank you. At 985. At 985, bid left. First call at 985, 2.5. Madam, call you back in. $1 million would be a great bid. Show strength at this stage of the auction. $985,000. First.
I'll give you 5.
5,000. Thank you. 990. At 990 bid here. At 990 bid here now. At 990 make it $1 million, madam. We're always going to get there. Keys are in our pocket at the moment. $990,000.
5.
5, thank you. At 5 and $1 million if I can say. At 995. At $995,000. Bid left. At 995, make it $1 million for me. 2.5 if you like. At 995, round me up. At $995,000, I was never a mathematician, that's why I stand before you as an auctioneer. I love the 5s. At $995,000, $1 million if you like. First call at 995. Second call at 995. You sure you're out, sir? Thank you. Third and final call. All done. All silent. No further bidding at $995,000. You sure? Like you're thinking about it. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,010 square metres. It'll be a long time before we're back here again, madam. Unfortunately, you may have to see me again on a Saturday if we don't secure this one for you. Bid here, $995,000. Make it 5. 2.5. Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, if there's no further bidding, we pass the property in.
Ask a question?
Yes.
Can I ask a question? I've bid as much as I can. However, if I could have a 120-day settlement, I might be able to bid a bit more.
Sure, no problems. On behalf of the vendor, I will allow that, madam. We have had a discussion about that previously, so you're more than happy to bid on a 120-day basis. A little less than ideal, but happy to accommodate there. Having said that, 5,000. Bid here at $995,000. I pass the property in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm dealing exclusively with this buyer. We'll not be able to talk to anyone else. $995,000. Knowing the reserve, very reasonable. I'm sure we'll go inside, negotiate the sale, so you really need to secure that first right. That's what you're bidding for here at the moment. Very, very important.
5.
5, thank you, sir, at $1 million. 5 if you like. At $1 million now. At $1 million, send it in. At $1 million.
10,000.
Thank you. 10. 20 if you like. 10. At $1,010,000 against you, sir, primarily. 5, thank you. At $1,015,000. 20 if you like. At $1,015,000, send it in now. At 5, can I say make it 20 or 25?
10,000.
10,000, $1,025,000. Thank you very much. At $1,025,000, ladies and gentlemen, we're selling the property, not going back inside. Unreserved sale taking place here this morning. Bid here on the left, $1,025,000. No further bidding. This lady owns the property at $1,025,000. Now we're playing for keeps. Thank you, sir. At 5. At $1,030,000. 5 if you like. At $1,030,000, send a bid. At $1,030,000, send a bid now. 10, good strong up bid. 40. 50 if you like, sir. At 40 bid left. At 40 bid left. 5, thank you. 45. 50 if you like. At 45, we'll make it 10, which would be 55. $1,045,000, send a bid.
10.
Thank you. $1,055,000. At $1,055,000, still good value at this level, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,055,000, bid left. Thank you. 60. At 60 bid now. 70. 5.
Give me 5.
Thank you. 75. 80.
2.5.
2.5. Okay. I'll stay with you. At $1,077,500. At $1,077,500, bid left. Sure you're out, sir. Make it 84 if you like.
Give you 1.
Thank you. $1,078,500. $1,078,500.
2.5.
Thank you. $1,080,500. At $1,080,500, bid left. At $1,080,500, bid left. No further bidding, ladies and gentlemen. I sell. 1. Thank you. At $1,081,500. I told you I was no mathematician. At $1,081,500.
2.5.
Thank you. At $1,081,500. Makes it $1,084,000 now. Business end of proceedings, ladies and gentlemen, $1,084,000. You sure you're out, madam? Can't entice you back for 1. At $1,084,000, bid left. You're out, sir. My original bidder. At $1,084,000. No better bid I sell, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,084,000 bid here. Have I got your best today, sir?
Give you 1 more.
Thank you very much. At $1,085,000. 1. You sure? We've danced like that before, though. You've been good to me. Stay with me. At $1,085,000. At $1,085,000. Set a bid now. I will sell it. Sure you're out, madam. Thank you for your bidding today and respect that. At $1,085,000. Set a bid now. Against you and you. Thank you both for your bidding. Sure you're out now. At $1,085,000. Looks like it could be yours, sir. At $1,085,000. For the first time at $1,085,000. Second call now at $1,085,000. Are you done? Silent. No further bidding. At $1,085,000. We're selling. We're selling. Property sold. Congratulations, sir. Thank you for your bidding. Congratulations on buying a wonderful family home. Thank you to my underbidders. Thank you very much for your bidding and attendance. And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Harcourts in Warragul, have a brilliant weekend. Thank you very much.